Hello everyone, my name is Rose Scordo and I am a girl in STEAM. I've been doing robotics for about 7 years now and I started when I was 6 years old, so that means I am 13. Now this event that I was not able to come to and speak at is a event especially tailored to girls in STEAM, which we always need more of. And I really love this event because you guys are being able to see many different perspectives and robotics and all the different fun things that come along with STEAM. So, how I got introduced to robotics was when I went to a maker fair for the first time. Now, at this maker fair, there were so many different things to see. There was music and robotics, and I was especially interested in the robotics portion. I walked over and remember, I'm 6 years old at the time, so my little 6-year-old mind had no clue what was going on. We were very confused. And this robot wasn't even being controlled. It was doing whatever it wanted. And this is where I discovered robotics for the first time. And I was so interested that when I went home, I asked my dad to teach me more, and he was willing to do that. From there, it's expanded so much, and I've learned and grown so much from that experience. I've not only learned about robotics, but I've also learned about presenting and speaking to people. That includes adults, which can be somewhat nerve-wracking to some kids. But I just grew up doing that, and it was a great experience. So I want to go back to this whole maker fair thing. Now, maker fairs are for anyone who likes anything because there are so many different things you can see. You can see robotics and music and art, have booths there to kind of explain what they do and what everything is. Now, I was on the robotics team myself. Now, being on the robotics team, I was one of the only girls, along with one other girl who was on the team, and this was a great experience. We kind of had a little family within our group, and it was really fun to learn and to do everything together. You know, we would talk a lot and learn a lot, and we grew as a group. And then when we went to the competition, we competed as a team against other teams. But when you are at this competition, it's not just a competition. You get to become friends with the people that are there, and you meet a lot of new people, and you learn a lot of new things. So it's not just a competition, it's a learning experience for everyone involved. I do highly recommend doing a First LEGO League robotics club if your school offers one. I do recommend doing it. It's a great experience. Now, because I've been doing robotics and LEGO League and maker fairs for so long, 7 years, I've been able to see so many different points of views. I've seen people that only make automatons, which are robots that don't have motors or anything. You have to make them move. And I've seen people that make robots that are that use AI and they can listen to your voice, similar to an Alexa that would be in your house. And that was kind of crazy to me. And I'm so glad that I could have that perspective. And this thing that is at your school today is able to give you that perspective. When I first started robotics, I made an automaton, and that was my very first robot. My third, fourth, and fifth robots were Vibrabots, which have a motor on them, but it has a weight, so it makes it vibrate, and that's how it moves. I then progressed from there and made things that could wheel around or things that could crawl. And then in about 4th grade, I made a robot that was as tall as me. And I was a short child, so I was only about 4 feet tall, but it was right up to my head. And that was kind of crazy. I just made something that was as tall as me. And it's so amazing to kind of see where you start and see how you progress. And it's so important that when you're doing robotics, you always progress because there's always something you can learn. You can never stop learning. It's impossible. And that's something that I had to learn on the way. Now, I didn't just build robots. I also learned with circuit boards and different things like that. One of my favorite activities to do was to blow up LEDs with a circuit board. And this was so fun because I understood how the energy carries through the light, and it just made everything so much more fun. And that's what's amazing about this night is that you guys are able to see so many different things that you can kind of find what you like to do. Like some people like the automatons, and some people like crazy AI, and other people like to build gigantic robots that are as tall as them. It's whatever you want to do. As you go through tonight, remember to keep an open mind, and remember that you can never stop learning. It's impossible. So keep an open mind and take in everything that's being thrown at you. Learn what you like to make. Do you like to make giant robots? Do you like to make robots that can talk to you? Do you like to make simple automatons? It's up to you. So remember to have fun and learn a whole heck of a lot because this is going to be a really fun time.